The United Nations Population Fund, in short UNFPA, is the United Nations Sexual and Reproductive Health Agency. We're aiming to ensuring rights and choices for all. Our key areas of focus are youth empowerment, maternal health, data, population and development. We support governments for the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals, mainly SDG 1 and Poverty Everywhere, SDG 3, Health and Well-being, SDG 4, Education for All, SDG 5, Gender Equality and Women and Girl Empowerment, and SDG 17, Global Partnership for Sustainable Development. Our main targets and beneficiaries are women and youth. Our intervention framework in the Indian Ocean considers the synergy of actions between Madagascar, Comores, Mauritius and Rodriguez in order to create a better quality of life and more equality in our society. That is why our interventions in Madagascar and Comores are mainly about quality sexual and reproduction health services, empowerment of adolescent and young people, gender equality and women empowerment, the population census and population data. In the Republic of Mauritius, the aging of the population and fertility decline, domestic violence and population data, empowerment of adolescents and young people, adolescents' sexual and reproductive health. UNFPA's mandate is focused on achieving a world where every pregnancy is desired, every childbirth safe, and the potential of every young person accomplished. Our mandate is rooted in human rights. We place a higher priority on adolescents, especially adolescent girls, in national development policies and programs, and provide the impetus to take advantage of this youth, to take advantage of the demographic dividend, and to give them enough life skills. Like this 20-year-old girl who already knows what direction she will take.
I'm standing against child marriage because it has never been a good way. I'm not ready to be married because I want to finish all my study, to have a good job, to build my own life.
Or Clotilde, 30 years old. I thank UNFPA because through the Young Entrepreneurs Contest, I was able to acquire funds, experience, and above all, overcome my fear of taking risks. Now I have a fish smoking company that employs about 10 people. I am fulfilled and independent. And Joanna, 20, I am determined to achieve my professional project, as long as I am not in a hurry to get married or have children too soon. Bringing back women's dignity. Through the proximity strategy to leave no one behind, mobile clinics, advanced strategies are being used to reach the most marginalized populations. We're committed to gender equality by strengthening national capacities to have infrastructures and services that meet human rights standards, for quality of care and equal access to these services, for women not to die when giving life. This 24-year-old woman has cesarean section to ensure her child's life and hers.
Donc j'étais ici depuis hier. On m'a bien accueilli, le césarien s'était bien passé. Mais c'est mal, mais ça passera, j'espère. Mais je vais bien, mon bébé aussi, il va bien. Alhamdulillah, tout se passe bien. Les gens sont gentils, les docteurs, tout ça, sont vraiment gentils. C'est sage-femme. Les femmes aussi, même les docteurs, Kamal.
Baden, 32, has been a victim of obstetric fistula for 3 years, following a complication at the birth of her 8th child, who is stillborn. Conscious of the danger of giving birth without medical assistance and the social death of women suffering from obstetric fistula, she undertook to raise awareness among young girls and women in her village.
Shalamasara.
For us, family planning is a fundamental human right, and for us, these services must be free of coercion, discrimination, and violence. Sitika, 22, mother of an 11-month-old girl, decided with her husband to have a contraceptive method of their choice. For her husband's support is important, especially when it comes to family planning, because a lot of men are still reluctant and forbid their wives to have these privileges.
Il faut utiliser toujours la planification familiale et c'est bien, il n'y a pas de risque, il n'y a pas de problème. Moi-même, je fais les DU, ça fait 4 ans, là je suis bien normale, il n'y a pas de problème, c'est pas de souci, il n'y a rien, c'est bien passé.
We aim to advance gender equality and human rights, to empower women and girls, marginalized populations, to freely exercise without discrimination or coercion their reproductive rights. It's harder to forget words than blows. Today, I go forward. I go for it. I do not look back. I do not want to give him this gift of not wanting to live anymore. My advice to women: do not hesitate to come to the listening centers and legal advice, to know and make known your rights. Assert your rights. Because all women and all young people deserve dignity wherever they are, we defend their reproductive rights and access to these services, even in humanitarian situations. Hortense, 24, after losing everything after a major flood, says, I am thankful to the medical staff of this health center, who gave me the necessary care for the smooth progress of my delivery in spite of the difficult situation we have been through. I am particularly pleased that care has been offered to us, that my baby is doing well, and that I was able to receive the necessary clothes and warm my newborn as well as hygiene items for myself. Our way forward: strengthening our partnerships with governments, embassies and civil societies and private sector, strengthening regional and South-South cooperations, delivering more through the delivery as one initiative, getting closer to our beneficiaries, and have more powerful impact to achieve our transformative results until 2030. Ending preventable maternal death, ending unmet needs on family planning, ending gender-based violence and harmful practices including child marriage.
Cette retraite stratégique que nous organisons nous offre une plateforme de réflexion pour mieux appuyer notre action dans l'océan Indien, c'est-à-dire à Madagascar, aux Comores et à Maurice, parce que vous savez que nous sommes dans un territoire plein de défis en ce qui concerne notre mandat. À Madagascar, 61% de femmes accouchent encore à domicile en milieu rural. Une jeune fille sur 2 est victime de grossesse précoce. Ceci s'applique aussi bien aux Comores qu'à Maurice. Nous avons également un grand défi. 10 femmes meurent par jour pour des raisons liées à la mortalité maternelle. Et je n'oublie pas le problème de morbidité, ce qui entraîne des cas de fistule, que vous savez bien. Et avec le soutien de tout le monde, du gouvernement de ces 3 pays, de la première dame de Madagascar dans ce cas précis, et également des partenaires, nous essayons de changer et de transformer ces vies. En faisant quoi? Le gouvernement malgache vient d'avoir, par exemple, d'adopter une loi très ambitieuse sur la santé de la reproduction et la planification familiale qui va changer les vies. Nous voyons déjà cet impact parce que le taux de prévalence qui était de 33% est passé à 39%. Pourtant, il faut faire plus, il faut faire mieux parce que il n'est pas acceptable, si nous voulons atteindre les objectifs de développement durable, que nous ne puissions pas investir dans la santé de la reproduction des jeunes filles notamment, parce qu'une fille sur 2 est victime de grossesse précoce. Il en résulte l'abandon scolaire et nous ne pouvons pas accepter que ceci continue à arriver. C'est pour cela qu'ensemble, nous allons continuer à investir dans le dividende démographique dans les 3 pays pour que ces jeunes qui sont l'avenir de nos pays puissent atteindre leur plein potentiel. C'est ça le sens de l'action de UNFPA, c'est ça le sens du partenariat que nous mettons en place avec les gouvernements, la société civile, les organisations du système des Nations Unies comme l'OMS, l'UNICEF et bien d'autres. Et dans ce cas précis, je me réjouis également de la présence parmi nous de nos diplomates venus de New York, parce que c'est avec eux que nous ferons la différence. C'est eux qui prêcheront la bonne parole et qui diront « Nous sommes venus à Madagascar, nous avons vu ce qui se passe sur le terrain et ensemble nous devons faire mieux. »
We're ready to take up the challenge and we invite you to join us for this adventure.